sake gets up. I can't tell which button's which. This must be it. These girls, they look just like... You're the one that locked her up. I'm gonna borrow this. I bet she can read that.
Hello, hello, hello. You hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. If you do hear me,
yeah, I hear you.
text you. Hey, I don't know if you're getting my text. I'm still having problems with
Oh, I was
all
outside.
this.
I cut the grass really quick and that.
Yeah, I was waiting for you because I got back a few times, but you weren't here, and so yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're fine. My dad was just like, "Oh, you gotta cut your grass. You gotta cut grass on something." Okay, I'll go out there and cut the grass real quick. And you were
uh,
gone for a little bit, so I'm like, "Okay, I'll probably have some time."
yeah. Yeah, I also was uh making audio message to my grandfather as well. So I was gone a little bit extra because of that.
I don't care. Do what you gotta do.
No, I was just saying because
Yeah.
I don't know why my phone is just messed up. I didn't get a notification that he sent me an audio message back from yesterday. I was awaiting that audio message, and then I checked it today finally, and then it came the whole time. I didn't know that.
What do you want?
So that annoys me.
Yeah, that's one of the issues that I have with my phone every now and again. It's just the Wi-Fi, or not the Wi-Fi. It's just the signals
Yeah.
up and down.
Mm. Exactly.
Star. Here. Sit. I'll be right back.
When you getting paid, bro?
I'm getting paid. Tomorrow's payday, and I'm actually gonna be nice. Probably gonna buy Resident Evil Requiem finally.
Better.
I'm gonna play that.
Yeah, you're really gonna like this game.
Yeah. No, I bet. I want to do everything in it too. I would love to just, have it fight. I'm sure it's as good as everyone says it is, and I just want to do. I like to do everything in a Resident Evil game. It's fun.
No, it's good. I mean,
Yeah.
all the Resident Evils are good for the most part. I mean, even like 5, it's just 5 or even 1, even 3, for instance. 3 is still good. It's just not as good as it needs to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All they did was make it where Jill just looks hot as fuck. Her titties are all bouncing and shit. So that's basically the whole thing of Jill. Like, but they don't.
Yeah, no. I was looking back at Resident Evil 3. I'll be honest. It's good. I don't know. I won't call it my favorite anymore. It's because I didn't realize how much. Because I really liked it mostly because of Nemesis. That was really why. And then I look at all the other Resident Evils, and I think my favorite, maybe if I had to choose, probably just Resident Evil 4 or 6. I really enjoyed 6, and one of them.
Yeah, 6. I got into 6 a little bit in that, but 6 still had. It was just too much.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, the whole, thing wasn't... That's what 9 brought everything back to, just the T-virus, and they fuck with the T-virus. It's about Umbrella. It's still about Umbrella than the other one, but...
Yeah.
We're close now.
You know, this goes back to the beginning of it, basically. That's why I like it so much. Goes back to Raccoon City, and that actually explains why they did that. It's kind of stupid, but they started figuring out why these specific things were happening. And
I think you can read it. I can try. It's like a giant.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I told you. So I have a coworker, at obviously my job, and he gave me the book, the Alan Wake book, which I had no idea that they made a book for Alan Wake 1, and I was actually very excited because obviously I didn't know, and I've been reading it. I'm on chapter 3, and I think once I finish that book and I give it back to him because he's let me borrow it, I think I'm definitely gonna replay the first game because, man, that game is such a gem. I love that game. Alan Wake is just so good.
Yeah, there's a lot of people say that Alan Wake was really good.
Yeah. It's a 16-year-old game. It's crazy.
Well, back then people just made better fucking games.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was, because they're first of their kind, so they were very creative with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they wanted to constantly innovate. I've seen stuff about the limitations that they had for making games, of course, on PS1 and everything, and how developers they kind of messed with consoles and to kind of run their game the way they wanted it. And it's just they absolutely just made it happen, with limitations.
Well, that's what it is. The money wasn't there because there wasn't much. It was just new.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And that's what it was with Capcom. That Capcom's, Capcom's very. Well, I think it's just American companies that get a little stupid. Like Bethesda kind of
Yeah.
ran out. Gearbox, like Borderlands 4 should be a big game, but it just ran out because their CEO Ryan, where the fuck his name is a fucking moron. Like he's just a fucking idiot. He's like all into magic and satanic shit and that, and like,
Oh wow.
and that's why you get people like Blizzard. Blizzard's falling apart because Blizzard overran
Oh
their
man.
fucking thing because all the main owners of Blizzard fucking left. All of them left. They sold it off to a big corporate, and corporate people don't have passion. They use the same IPs, and they just do it for money profit. They don't give a fuck about the game player base. That's
Yeah,
why
it's
that's why Diablo 4 sucks. Like it's just average as fuck. It's just a massive
Call of
grind
Duty
hall.
just does
Same
not.
thing.
That's
Yeah.
another thing, Call of Duty, and I can't. I mean, if you're a wise person, and it doesn't have to mean you're not wise, but buying Call of Duty still is just not wise. It's the same game. It really is the same game.
And the newest one, that was just fucking retarded. Like it basically put like demons and shit in there and that, and like they were trying to mimic certain other games and that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's what it is. There's just too many games out there. That's why people stick with certain genres. I always stick with the Resident Evil genres because they're always the better games. They're made just fucking better. Like Resident Evil Village, when I first came out, seeing Lady D and all of her hot ass daughters, and that was fucking, it was nice. Even though they weren't the last character in that, but like even still.
I'm glad that FBI agent got away.
Yeah. Yep.
Grace Ashcroft. Victor kidnapped her.
What? Why?
I don't know. I intend to find out.
But yeah, that's what it's like. When I was growing up, man, like when video games came out, there was a lot of video games in Sega and Nintendo now. Like Sega, like Nintendo had like an archive of like a couple thousand games or something like that.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That's what definitely made it like very interesting to know how people want to play. You could tell that people that are very creative made legendary games like Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like they the creators of that were intelligent. Then you had stupid ass fucking games. Like most Japanese people made great games because they were strategy RPGs. They weren't fucking like, I don't know, crappy, I guess. Because some of the games that are out there, man, they're just fucking shitty. Like, what the fuck is that? Nowadays, the game base is like, okay, like I said, like when people play Nintendo, Nintendo makes the same shit over and over again now. Like, it doesn't really change. They add in more stuff. That like when they go down the Mario night, yeah, they just put more graphics in it, make it a little more innovative, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It's like even the game you're playing right now. It's Gran Turismo fucking 7. 7. That means that game's been around for 25, almost 30 fucking years. Because they don't make a lot of those games. They don't make them a lot. They make them every like 5 years or something like that. Because. But yeah, that's the basics of it is. I think a lot of older people, especially at my age, that grew up with all that shit.
Yeah.
We grew up with the first MMOs and shit like that, and that shit changed like everything.
Mhm.
It's all Dungeons and Dragons crap. I never like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. No, I get it. Man, just a lot of just impeccable games and came out in the late '90s, some early '90s, early 2000s. Yeah. So, yeah, it's how it is, man. Because people, they're gonna run out. Eventually, the ideas are gonna run out, but it doesn't have to run out because you get developers like people who made, for example, The Witcher 3, CD Projekt Red. You get those developers who actually try to find something different, and a lot of the games I see, they kind of, a lot of especially the popular ones, they kind of repeat a cycle of the same game, but also they copy others, or it can be unique, but it's not interesting. I understand.
Well, that's the basics of it is that people try to understand, like, when you go back to like PlayStation 2, they said PlayStation 2 was probably like the best console, just because
That's
the
what I hear.
the
Yeah.
graphics were just good enough to where it actually imitated like kind of real life, but it was cartoony enough to actually be a video game. Now everything's so
Yeah.
fucking realistic, and it's kind of boring. It's the same shit.
I get it. Yeah.
I mean, like when I'm playing like indie games and that, you know, they're completely fucking different. Like I'm just like
They are.
enjoying just the simple shit. It's just simple.
Indie games like the ones that always come to mind is Plague Tale games, the two games. There's actually a third one coming out this year, which I was completely surprised that they were
Yeah,
doing
it's
that.
just like I play
But
like tap
uh,
games and that. I like the tap games. They're just simple.
yeah,
Level up.
and that's another thing is it doesn't even have to be unique in the gameplay, but simple, and yet they create something unique in the simplicity. For example, a Plague Tale, because that's a great example, because the world in the Plague Tale, it's just completely horrific, and it makes for such a great game because there's plagues, hordes of rats eating people, just eats people alive in under 10 seconds. It's great. And they created a beautiful story between siblings and a beautiful world, even, although it's a horrific world, but it's also filled with beauty, and it's simple, just like you were saying.
Yeah.
And they created something great out of the simplicity. That's another thing about it.
Pretty sure I found Victor's private office.
So,
Well, yeah, that's what it is. Like, when you play like the legendary games like Chrono Trigger, that everybody should know. Chrono Trigger is like the best Super
yeah.
NES game. Final Fantasy 6, which is another game. Final
Mhm.
Fantasy 7. All these games are legendary as fuck. The gameplay was
Yeah.
simple. You had your fun leveling up with that. You do what you have to do, but then you listen to the story of like how unique the characters are. That's the thing why Resident Evil
Mhm.
is so good, because they have unique characters.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like right now, everyone's debating about Grace and that.
Oh,
Everyone's
really?
saying a lot of different things back and forth. It's like, oh, she's the FBI agent, but when you play the game, that she's like really skittish and that. And it's like people are thinking like, well, she's FBI agent, and she's been, they all know about the Raccoon City. They all know about T virus. They actually all know about what the fuck happened. I mean, probably don't know exactly because government hides
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
But when you go through and you like first see Leon and that, you could just tell the dude's been through like everything and anything.
Mm.
you know. And even with games, say like Borderlands came out. The first one came out in like 2000, like fucking like six. Came out on
Oh
Xbox
man.
360 in 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
That game was revolutionary because it wasn't anything like that. They didn't
Mm.
have any. They didn't have any like. It was cartoony. It was comic book. Like when that game
Yeah.
came out, and that I was playing like Halo 2. Halo 2 was rather realistic in that to a certain extent. Then you go into Borderlands, it's all boxy and that, and then like you're like okay, and then the first time you see Moxie, and her huge titties and shit, and you see her being all like slutty and that, and carrying a gun and shooting guys and shit because they're bandits. You go through all this stuff, and then you're all like, wow, this game's actually really good.
uh,
Now they put in a zombie DLC where you go through like a little zombie area. Well, it's not little; it's actually rather big. And you go through, kill like the Pumpkin King, stuff like that, and it was innovative.
mm.
That's what
Yeah,
Gearbox
yeah.
was actually doing good. And then two came out. Two was really good. Other than they had mechanical issues with the damage in that because it lasted too damn long. They prolonged two really fucking long because they had like
Oh man.
7 DLCs or something like that. It was a huge amount of DLCs with that one.
Yeah.
And then you start seeing the changes with three. And three came out during the whole woke liberal bullshit. It started getting
Oh
really fucking
shit.
bad. This
Yeah.
came out like 2019, right
Uh,
before the fucking the China virus.
COVID.
China virus.
uh,
And then you had and everybody was really wanted to play Tina's Wonderland. That game was gay as
oh yeah.
fuck, transgender as fuck, super fucking woke bullshit. The thing
Mm,
is, the story was terrible because it was fucking
mm,
like they were thinking. I was talking to one guy at the gas station. Kind of, we were talking about this a little bit. I said, I guess they don't know Tiny Teen is a fucking psychopath. She literally blows up people. She doesn't have a girly-ish mind. But when they did
mm.
the Dungeons and Dragons one in Borderlands 2, completely different. You had skeletons, nothing was fucking gay as fucking that. You had all these terrific things in that.
Uh,
And then they had Wonderland. Woke, LGBT, no one fucking played it. But it had cool designs.
mm,
You can carry a sword, you can carry axes, you can do wands, you can get, crossbows and shit. It was actually really good design, but they did too much crap. They made that design and brought it back to where Borderlands 2 Tiny Tina actually was. It would have been a great
oh
fucking
man.
game because it was fun.
Uh,
Any medieval person that likes swords and shit, they would have loved that shit. Because I played this
yeah.
shit out because it was fun, but the story was gay as
uh,
fuck.
mm,
They had the one chick from 3. The when you first, well, I don't think you played 3 too much. Well, anyways, there's one
yeah, I
chick on
can't
3.
remember as much.
So
Uh,
when you go onto the planet where it's Atlas, Atlas, right? The organization that makes
yeah.
Atlas guns. When Atlas got took over by someone bought it. CEO got it raised back from the dead because Atlas was the first one and number one. Borderlands number one was the main evil. That like you had to go through Atlas and kill
Mm,
all the Atlas thing. Well, someone had taken over that. Well, like
okay.
his second in command was like this super hot Australian chick. Well, they brought her back and put her in
Mm.
Wonderlands as a transgender man. I'm like, what the fuck? You serious, bro?
What the fuck?
Like, she's hot. She speaks in like, like very like commandy like. And 3, she's sexy as fuck. She got round ass and nice little tits and that. And they made her some faggot fucking
you
dude with a
you
dick. I was like, what the fuck?
you were you thought the whole time you're it was a man. You were thinking about a man sexually.
No, it was a woman in Borderlands 3.
I know it was a woman, but they turned her into a man, so technically
Yeah.
the whole time it was a man.
No, it was a fucking woman. No, it was a woman. But
What the fuck?
but they changed it over. It was like some faggot, like man-looking paladin. It had a woman's voice. I'm sitting there like, dude, did you guys really just change that over?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, number one,
That's
I understand
crazy.
that people want to get upset about stuff and that, like when people say,
Mm,
faggot or gay or whatever it is. You know what? I really don't care because you know what the Bible says
mm,
people shouldn't be gay anyway. You're not gay because you're born gay. No one's born gay. Get that through your fucking head. I'm streaming right now. I was going to say it out loud. No one's born gay. You're produced in that mindset of being gay. I talked to a lot of gay people. They're just confused as fuck. They're like, well, I don't know if I want to be with a woman or with a man. Like, what do you mean? It's like, well, it's like, oh, I have women girlfriends and that. Yeah, because you act like a fucking female. That's why you want to be with dudes. Dumbass. Like, you act like a fucking, you act like what you call gay. You're acting gay. They always say acting gay. It's not being gay. You're not waking up and saying, hey, boys, it doesn't work like that. When you listen to yourself into society now, like I saw that gay guy that walked in, try to look like a woman. You're a dude with balls, bro. You're taking masculinity. You want to be femininity. You want to be all feminine. Yeah, no other guy's gonna look at you and be like, "Wow, you're a girl." That's what they try to do. They fucking countless times they do the seduction thing, like, "Oh, guys are better than because you can't get them pregnant." I'm like, that's fucking disgusting, bro. That's what they do. They're all into that devilish shit. And like the ones that are in between confused, they're like, well, I think I might be bisexual. Stop saying these words that are made up, bro. No, you're just fucking stupid. You're just confused and dumb as fuck. Once you like, this is the whole thing with the whole sinning thing that we just talked about before. Now, once the demons get inside of your soul, they fuck with your flesh too. They implicate this shit. They like, if you're gay, they keep on telling you have to be gay, you have to be female in that, you have to be. But when you actually listen to yourself and you do all this girly shit, it's fucking like really fucking awkward as fuck. Like, it's tremendously like that's why they call it an abomination, because you're not supposed to be like that. If I see gay guys and they wear short ass, no one wants to see that, bro. Well, I'm gay. Well, good. You can be gay in your own private fucking house. When you get out into society, you start doing that shit, you get made fun of, you get bad at it. I don't need a fucking, get the fuck out of here. Because you're chasing down the dudes and try to push women away from the dudes. And the bitches are fucking retarded as fuck. They're like, well, it's okay. No, they're literally trying to be like you, dumb bitch. They're taking your fucking spot. And your stupid, dumb, cut fucking white fucking liberal asses are dumb as fuck. Like, well, it's okay. But you wouldn't want that guy fucking your dude. Well, no, then why do you agree with it then, you stupid dumb cunt? Like, they're fucking retarded. And I have to go on a rant like this because I've been in, well, you already know, I've been with the dude, and I've been in the deep end. My God, dude, I could never do it. No. Terrible. Disgusting. Like, it's not to say every gay guy's fucking that bad, but man, there's a lot of gay dudes that are fucking just terrible. Like, they're just fucking, they're just low IQ. They're beyond sexualization. That they're just like complete. That's what God calls abomination for a reason. Like, no, and like, oh, what's up, bro? Anyway, like, someone messaged me probably like an hour ago. I just saw it just now. Anyway. But yeah, like, people are not seeing that. Like, the transgender community now, like whatever community that it is, it's probably like most people don't give a fuck, honestly. Most people like, whatever. But yeah.
There's no way they're gonna let you stream that.
What?
Your stream, there's no way YouTube is. I think they're gonna get.
Oh, I say this shit all the time.
Oh,
because I've been through it. That's what it is. They can't. It goes towards their own identity. Like, well, he sucked a few dicks. We can't really do anything about it. Yeah, gay. Well, I guess semi-gay experimental people can talk about gay stuff. Yeah, because I've been through it. That's what knowledge is there for. They can't say nothing. It's like, if you're black, you can say for the N-word all damn day long. They can't say nothing. But choose your color changes a little bit of white. They're like, oh my God, you're racist. Yeah, because you don't have the stereotype of a black person, so they can't really, and that's what it is. Like you really listen to black people that are not ghetto. They don't speak ebonics. They speak normal language. They think they're white. Not even joking. These people think they're white. It's like, well, you're taking a white man's language. What the fuck do you mean white man's language?
You know, something I dislike too is the fact that Another thing is I see it all the time where you know how you might see someone, it could be even a black celebrity, whatever, but they talk about someone, but in a manner like, oh, do you see that white kid over there, or this his, they talk about white, but they say it in a way where people think it's fine. But if you say it as a white person and say, look at that black guy over there, or look at that this black kid,
I do it all
people
the
people
time.
get
Yeah,
mad.
no.
But you know what I mean? People
Oh,
people
I know.
think it's not right, but they're the exact, but you're doing what they're doing. You're in the same position as them. It's just
The
that
thing
because
is,
they're black, oh,
well,
you know.
yeah. So when it comes out of that, it's just pure pride. And when Jesus talks about pride, and he says people take them black individuals believe they're better than whites. That's why they do that. And also, some of those black individuals think that they're lower than whites, and they still do the same thing. That's exactly what it is. They're believing that they're not neutral because say, well, you got white privilege. Man, what are you talking about white privilege, bro? You can go to the store and steal nowadays, and no one will fucking arrest you.
Mm,
If I go to the store and steal something that I will probably be arrested. There's likely chances of a white person being arrested nowadays with this political society that it would be, a black. But it's like it's the way you're growing up. You're growing up to go against the Christian values. That's why you steal. That's why you rape. That's why they do murders. You're
mm,
going against the Christian values that were embedded in African based nature when they came over on that fucking boat, when they were slaves and when they got freed. They were all Christian based value people. Every time you meet any Christian based value black person, they're all like, hallelujah, praise Jesus. They do it all the time, but now you don't see it as much. Yeah, because you guys are pulling
mm.
away from God. That's why you do all that stupid shit. Go to the club, let's get drunk. They always talk about drugs, fentanyl, and when you meet them in that, they're all the bulk of the black people I meet. They either still believe slavery is something they need to talk about, or they're so fucking high on drugs they don't even know how to count their fucking toes. And you work with them, and like one of the guys I work with in that, he's a cool ass dude. Like he's actually not a bad dude. Man, he's got a lot of demons. And he even talks about like, oh yeah, I hear voices and that, and I talk to the voices and shit. Like, yeah, bro, you got demons in you, bro. Like you don't
Yeah.
even realize it because you're getting high all damn day, and every time you get high, you get lower functioning fucking brain score. You don't. You basically are making yourself fucking brain dead. And that's why zombified people get taken over by demons all the time. If you can't feel anything, you don't know what the fuck's going on. That's all it comes down to. It has nothing to do with, all this racist bullshit. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the demons are creating this mess because people don't see it. And they're all like, well, like, yeah, you just don't notice it.
Mm.
Reading.
Yeah, I don't agree with how they, people just act in general. It's just
Oh, you shouldn't. So, so, sorry about cutting you off. But when it comes down to any
that's
racial
fun.
thing in that, I'll say it like this: no one gives a fuck besides the person that talks about it and honestly actually wants it to be effective. No one cares. I don't give a shit. I talk about it because I know it's not effective, and most people I talk to about it don't give a fuck. The ones that do give a fuck are normally always the same people. White bitches. All y'all white bitches are all the same fucking bullshit. You all do the same thing, especially if you're not Christian value people. Now, you're the first ones that do racist this and gay that. And it's like, do you ever know that you are the racist? You are the gay person? Because you got to talk about the shit. Oh, I don't hate them, but you talk about them all damn day. It's like, I personally don't give. I think it's bad, but it's not my life.
Yeah.
Jesus doesn't want us to constantly control everyone. That's his decision to do whatever he wants to do with people. And I can say stuff, be like, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea for you to be like that. But I'm not gonna get involved because then everybody's gonna be like this and that. I ain't trying to heal the fucking world. That's not my job. My job is to preach the preach that I know, and the more that I know, the more I preach.
Mm.
And that's why we get. Hold on. But yeah, that's how we get, kids like you that are confused in the world and that. Like, you don't know what to do because guess what? You don't have a full family. That's the problem. It's not anything to do with your mom and dad. It's not because they don't love each other. They probably do. But the problem is the demons get involved. They tell you this. They tell you that. They're like, oh, he's a bad man. And then your dad's like, oh, she's a bad woman.
Mm.
So why the hell did you get together then if it wasn't love? Oh, it was just, my dick was hard. I highly doubt if it was that. I highly doubt it. I'm just saying from my perspective that like your parents were old enough. They were born in like the 80s and shit. So like they were teenagers in the 90s and that. So they damn well knew
Yeah.
religious. They knew religious aspect because you already know your grandparents are all like, oh my god. Your grandfather's like, what the fuck's wrong with you, bitch?
I get it. Yeah.
But the whole point of that passes down to you, and then you don't fucking know shit, and then you kind of just like you're lost in the world now. You're not supposed to be lost. You're not supposed to be lost at your age. You're supposed to know exactly, at least a little bit about what a man should be.
Yeah.
And that's the falling of it. Those emotions and all those the demons around you that they attach to those things. And people try to siphon like, oh, what's the difference between feelings and emotions? Well, there is a difference.
Yeah, there is.
Because you feel something, and then when you use those feelings, you emote them by acting on it.
Yeah.
If you don't act on it, it doesn't really, you can't emote it. It doesn't become really emotion, because no one, like, you're just like, oh, whatever. That's what temptation is. Like, oh, whatever. And that's why, like the whole gay thing and that, we talk about that. It's a whole controversial. It ain't controversial. You guys are just you guys refuse God, and now you're going down the way the devil wants you to go down, and you keep on refusing it, and you talk to him all the time about it. If I bring it up in that, like the one guy that's always flirting with me in chat and that, I bring it up to him, and I want you to get a job, and well, I don't want to work. Why don't you want to work? Well, because I think work is stupid, and I think, what the fuck you doing right now? I'm online. You're online talking to a whole bunch of people and not trying to get fucking dick. That's all you're trying to do. You're not trying to be a productive person in society. And that you rather sit there and try to do whatever you can to get a rich boy to fucking, that you can sit there and blow job all day long just to get that's your job. That's basically what you're saying. You basically just want to be a fucking whore. I said, bro, first off, you're not gay. You're acting like it. And that demoralizes the body that God gave you. Like you're demoralizing it. Like there was this one, I saw this one short in that. It was this one lady in that she was the whole thing that she was transgender and that, and she actually like was talking about it and that she had like little like shorts of videos and that, and she was just like, oh, for some reason I want to read the Bible and stuff like that because her friends were talking about that, blah blah blah. Then she started reading the Bible and that. She started understanding the Bible and that. And then she ends up having a family after that. She ends up getting married and having like 3 kids and shit. She was talking about that. And it was just like, yeah, exactly. It's a poisonous society now. You're not supposed to be that way because you're not happy when you're going against natural law. Being gay, being racist, being whatever the fuck bullshit there's out there. It's going against natural law of love. You're refusing the love for which you don't get love. And then you sit there and you complain about it. That's how you get all the feminist white bitches online. Or whatever culture fucking bullshit they are. Bitches online complain about you. Why? Because you pushed away from God because you fuck all these guys.
Yeah.
What do you expect? If you think about pleasure comes from God. God made pleasure. So why are you obeying the devil with pleasure?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I understand things slip up. You want to masturbate and you get that stuff from that. People do it, but doesn't mean you're addicted to it. Doesn't mean that you have to. You do it in a way. It's just like okay. Like I'll go from my perspective. I do it in my way because I know if I go to work and my balls are full of fucking jizz, I know I'm gonna be horny as fuck, and girls are gonna smell it. They're gonna smell it. They're gonna flirt with me more. They're gonna get close to me more, and it happened. I tested it out many times before. Your pheromones go through the roof the less you jack off. After 24 hours or so, you get massive amount of pheromones, and women will throw their shit at you. Always. It's just how it is. They react to it. It's like a taunt. Yeah, who knows that some some like kind of semi-ugly dudes. They sit there and they're like average looking, and then some reason why they attract hot women. Yeah, because they probably don't jack off. The pheromones. Always, I listen to this. They're like, I don't know why he's so hot. Because he's doing masculine things. He's working hard. He's trying to produce something. And the girl's like, I don't know why I'm attracted to him. Yeah, his pheromones are through the roof. You want to suck that dick. That's all it is. You want him to fuck you. And like my ex talked about it and giving the examples in that. She's like, oh, this one fat guy I wasn't really attracted to, like the way he looked at. But for some reason, like I was drawn to him. I'm like, yeah, because he got shit done. He was very controlling. He's very masculine. And she said, I'd do anything to get in his fucking pants. Yeah, well, you're a whore. That's what whores do. Whores don't know how to resist the pheromones of a man. They can't. Because they said they dated.
You were so blunt with it. Yeah, because you're a whore.
No, that's what it is. You don't know how to resist it. That's what a whore is. You don't know how to resist the urge to do a dude because their pheromones are so damn high on some guys, like the big strong dudes and that walk around clubs and that. Yeah, they don't jack off at all because they're constantly fucking bitches. Women can know that. They smell that shit. It's in their mind. Like, yeah, he's definitely banged hella bitches and that, and they instantly think, oh, he can bang me. They talk about it online all the time, so there's not any, like, this ain't a surprise. This is actually what they talk about. It's like the day that I walked in, when I didn't do anything in that. And I walked in the next day, I saw that one hot girl in that. I was getting flirted with the whole damn day. Whole damn day. One of the girls there could not stop fucking talking to me. She was talking to me, flirting with me. I would go back and forth, getting close to me and that, making she does like fart noises and that, try to get my attention. That as soon as I come in, she'll have to say something to get my attention. She'll say something really fucking stupid because she wants me to react to her. And I bet you got a boyfriend. Why the fuck are you trying to do that shit?
Yeah.
Because you're a whore. You're just a hoe. That's all hoes do. They can't stop. They can't help themselves. When they see go back to my ex. He said my ex would be like, okay, it's like, oh my god, I've had a hot ass celebrity guy, and that I just let him plow me all day long in that because he's attractive. And I was just like, why? It's like, what do you mean why? Like, he's attractive? I'm like, yeah, I see a lot of good looking girls too, and I'll put my fucking dick on them. Now, what do you mean by that? It's like you're falling in line with the lusting temptation. You're lusting after looks. When you see something that looks good, you instantly have to have it. And it's a control issue too, because if you don't get it, you fucking get mad. That's why she kept getting jealous about, Autumn and that. She would always get jealous over Autumn and that, because I would give Autumn way more attention than her. But it was before me and her even got close. And she would rampage and all that stuff and that. I mean, honestly, she should have been fired a while ago. She was a fucking very jealous, mean bitch. And it just I'm just like, okay. And they all do the same thing. They all talk about their fucking life. They're like, oh, my life, my ex-boyfriend. They get all sentimental with you because they want to fuck you, so they have to get sentimental with you. They have to try to break you down. That what Jesus talks about that whores. He talks about sluts and whores basically. He calls them basically the abomination of woman. And he said they have smooth tongue like honey. They talk to you very smoothly in that. They're very good at talking, communicating. So if a girl talks to you about their past, and they always direct their past towards how bad their man is. And sometimes they'll give you a little bit of truth. Like, oh, well, it could have been my fault a little bit. I did certain things, but they always talk about their man being worse off than them. And we start listening to that. It happened with Tracy, my ex. I don't think she's a bad person. She's just fucking stupid. She's very confused. Happened with the one lady that left my job. The one guy I talked about that's really feminist and satanic and shit. I first start working with. She did the same thing. She talked about her whole entire fucking life. She spread it. She put everything on the table and that. Yeah, it's because you want to fuck me. That's why. You're just giving me all this bullshit that tries to seduce me in. That's what the demons do. That's what lustful demons. That's what succubus do. They soft talk. People don't understand that. Well, they're not demons, but demons take over certain parts of your spirit or your soul because you accept it in through rituals and through other things. So they take over. And that's why these women can never get married, because you're all demonic tainted. You can't get married unless you get it out of you. God's not going to permit it. That's why you keep doing that stuff. Every time you get close to someone that's loving and caring, Tracy with me, she couldn't handle
Yeah.
it. I was too traditional. I was closer to God, and she refused it. She even talked about it. Well, I don't believe in this. But it's like, what do you believe in? Well,
Yeah.
and they never. It's like, well, I believe in smoking weed all day and being a dumb fuck. Oh yeah, okay. So you believe in being a complete moron. If you don't believe in
Yeah.
God, you're believing in Satan. If you don't believe in Satan, you're believing in God. You know, there's an intermediate, yes, but the intermediate doesn't mean shit.
Mm.
And same thing with that other lady. You know, she told me all of her story, and that man, she started getting really flirtatious with me, and I called it out. I'm just like, yeah, I like. It's like I don't mind you. I don't. It's like I don't mind if you girls flirt with me, and that it's okay because we work together now. But like we gotta keep them down so we don't get all this emotional wreckage. And then she agreed with it.
uh,
She's like, well, yeah, a little bit here and there. Yeah, I said that on purpose to get you to know that I know what you're doing and that I'm not stupid with the whole sexualization of yourself that you're trying to throw on me.
mm.
That's all it is. And same thing with
Wow.
the crazy sisters that I work with. They
Mm.
do the same thing. They're back and forth. One's not as flirtatious as the other, because the one's a little bit older. Like, well, she's in her 30s now, so she's not as flirtatious. But the younger one, man, just constantly wants
Uh,
attention, always wants to
yeah.
flirt, and that, you know. And I don't think she even notices that she does it, but she does do it. And one of the days we were talking that, and I say, you do, I was like, I never really hear you bring up your boyfriend that much. And she's like, what do you mean? It's like, I bring him up all the time. I said, I personally don't hear it. Now, I work with you. Now, you never really bring him up. Probably because I'm here, but don't put
Mm.
you don't bring
Yeah.
him up.
Uh,
And then she said, well, I love my boyfriend. I'm addicted to him and that. Something. Well, that's good. But then I
mm.
have to ask yourself, why the fuck you flirting with me then?
Yeah.
And you don't think that you're doing it. No, you are doing it. And like, there's little things that she does. That like, she'll hit me with the broom and that. She'll do little things. I say, you want my attention, which
Yeah.
means you want me to be closer to you. You want me
Uh,
to be in a semi-open, like ish relationship, just in case if anything happens, nothing ain't gonna happen.
uh,
I had way hotter girls than you, and I'm like, I never done anything with. So what makes you special in that way? If you want to think it like that, you it's why? Like, if you're in a relationship, it's supposed to be a secure relationship. That's supposed to be something you're supposed to be like, whoa, whenever I want to get laid by another dude. It's like, why would you think that? Why is sex
yeah.
so important to these people? That's the question I have to ask.
Mm.
Because I don't care about that much. I mean, I don't. It just doesn't bother me. Yeah, I do my I masturbate every now and again. That of course I do, but like it's
Mm.
like you people going out there like fucking dirty ass bathrooms and that like your minds are just so deluded to lusting and you give in to
Yeah.
temptation because you're so mentally fucking weak and like
Mm.
and then you come down to their lifestyle. None of them probably baptized, which is what God wants us to do. God wants to be baptized. That's what gives us the sign of the Holy Spirit. We get baptized in the water, in the holy water, not.
Mm.
And it prevents us. It doesn't prevent temptation, but it helps us deal with temptation because we're being guided. That's how you see the difference. I mean, of course, not
Yeah.
everybody was baptized. Has some people have the Holy Spirit just because of certain things that happen in their life and that they get it. That's up to God to do all that. But most people get baptized and not normally get the guidance from God.
Mm.
And their lives are different, completely fucking different. That's why I tell
Yeah.
people that you should get baptized.
Mm.
You know, it's just like it doesn't matter how old you are. Like your mom, should get baptized. I mean, she might catch on fire a little bit, but she'll be all right.
uh,
No, I mean,
no,
yeah.
yeah.
Because the older you get, the more demons you collect, and you can resist them and pray for them to go away. They do eventually go away, but that's when it comes in. And
Mm.
I can't lie about it because like I was fighting against like the next day after the whole thing happened with when I did the whole 24 hours of like not doing anything with myself and that. that night, and
Oh
like I
yeah.
said, it was struggling. But I didn't tell you the actual details of that because it was actually kind of fucked up. Like it was nervous. It was like nervous system was like getting withdrawals. Like I'm a fucking crackhead. Like I was like nudging and shit. I don't know. It wasn't because of that. Because I didn't jack off in that. It was because I was getting tempted so fucking hard, and I felt the presence. It was there. It was very obvious it was there, and it was just like it was hitting me like a fucking brick. I was having anxiety, like you said you were having the other day. I was having anxiety and that. I was
Yeah.
paranoid a little bit, and like I knew what was going on, and it just hit me
Oh,
like a brick, and that like it kept on doing it. It was like a fucking withdrawal, and like
oh man.
and people don't understand when you get closer to God, you have to withdraw like drugs, all the shit out of you to get pure. You don't just get reborn just because someone says hallelujah to you. No, it's a practice.
Yeah.
It's a training. It's like training montage of Rocky and that. Like you have to go through the whole cycle of it. You have to learn more about how
It's a
Jesus
lifetime
is.
of practice.
Well, it
Yeah.
is that too, but you want to practice. You want to go through it anyway because you love God, and if you see the purpose of what
Yeah.
God's given to you, then you're actually gonna be like, "Wow, God's amazing." You should praise Jesus every day that you wake up because you start to understand what He's doing, and you might not understand His will 100%, but you'll understand certain concepts that He talks about in the Bible that actually promotes knowledge that gives it to us.
Yeah.
Listen to I listen to fathers and that like these people they've been like studying, they went to school for all this shit, they study the Bible for like 15, 20, 30, 40 fucking years. They know every verse. Imagine knowing the whole Bible. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay guy, you're a little bit too far there. Ain't no way I'm gonna know the whole Bible that part. I'll know, I'll learn what I need to learn and memorize certain things in that because they were talking about St. Paul, and they kept bringing up St. Paul, and the guy was just like, "Yeah, read the letters of St. Paul, like Romans and Corinthians. That's from St. Paul." And you actually understand, like he was actually telling people how to live. And of course, he put opinionate stuff in there too. He says, "This is not from God. This is from me. I'm opinionated about certain things." But like it was always talking about marriage, how you should be as a human, the things you need to do in that, that you should be baptized, that you should go through, and love everybody in that. It's like have love on your heart. Always make sure you love people in that. Don't
Yeah.
ever hate anybody. But hatred is not the opposite of love. It's lack of love. That's the opposite. Because I can hate something about you and still love you. That's just
Yeah.
words.
Exactly.
Love is an eternal thing you give to someone. It was always in the freaking satanic people. They use love as a way of sexual orientation. It's like, well, you say you love me, that means you want to fuck me. And they literally say this shit. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Love is it's a simple pleasure of happiness, but you resort it to sex. It's because you're a sexual, perverted, demonic person. That's why you do that. And like you joke with it. Like one of the ladies I work with, the young crazy sister, she jokes with it. And sometimes it's funny. I don't think she really means it in a way anything bad because she doesn't. And I joke with her where you talk about just really just like very small, not really too big of sexual joking. That's just like very small, timid stuff like big salty balls or something like that. Because
Oh yeah.
we have these Cinnabons. They look like big salty balls, and we always make fun of that. Just little stuff in that. But when it comes down to anything like goes past a certain like point, say like 1 to 5, if it goes past like 1, 2, get into 3, 4, 5, then you get really far into you actually start talking about things that you actually do with people and that. And they bring it up and say if your mind's devoted to talking about how you're getting fucked, then that just means that you're childish and the only thing you know in life is out of a dong in you. And like you put that into a worship sense to where if you don't get it, and you can tell because a lot of women, even a lot of guys, if they don't get laid after a certain amount of time, they freak out. They go to a crazy psychological mode where they're basically like withdrawn off drugs because
Yeah.
they can't get that dopamine rush that they want. And they refuse to like masturbate too. They have to have stimulation through the other person. It's fucked up. Like so it's like when we look at the whole sexual thing, that's when I look at it's always the mindset. Number one, people say you masturbate because you can't get a woman. That's what like a lot of people say. But what if you masturbate and you can get a woman? What does that tell you?
Oh man.
It's the opposite, of course. You're trying to protect yourself from getting the wrong woman pregnant. Because I truly believe in that. Because that's what's happening with me. I get attracted way too much, and it's annoying. If I don't jack off, dude, and I get really fucking high on testosterone and shit, really hormonal, someone's gonna get banged. It's gonna happen. Temptation's gonna be way too high. It might go down because I could probably balance it out with, prayers or even like my mentality now. But I'm gonna look at a girl's like round little ass. I'm like, damn, I want to stick my dong in you. They're like, what'd you say? I'm like, I don't know what it is, but when you bend over and I really want to fuck you, and they're like, okay, like you don't need that. Yeah, and you can push back, and when you in your mind that you can kind of know, you don't have to say it, but you don't have to do it. Of course, I'm just throwing out examples. It's like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
it's just like examples of that. Like me and Trace used to fuck around at the car wash and that. We used to one of the times we went in the back room. I was rubbing my dong on her butt and that. I was playing around with her boobs. I was rubbing on her hips and shit. And she was just sitting there and like complete serenity. She surrendered everything to me. All I could have done is bend her. I could have bend her over, pulled down her pants, and just start plowing right there. She would have accepted every damn thing I gave her. Because when you get to the point is when a woman says these words, and normally they say them when they really have the hots for you, they'll say, "I'm putty in your hands," or they'll say, "I want to be your cum dumpster." They have to say these very sexual, unconceding words, and I heard both of them. One from the Crystal Girl that she told me that multiple times. She's like, it's like I want you, I want to be your cum dumpster. And basically, she just want me to fuck her all the damn time. I'm like, yeah, but I want to be in a relationship with you. Well, yeah, we can be in a relationship. It's like she didn't care about the relationship. All she cared about that she wanted to get laid.
Yeah.
Same thing with Tracy. Both super hot girls. I ain't gonna lie. Their asses were fat, titties were nice. They were super fucking attractive. I mean, the mentality of Crystal was a little bit more manipulative than Tracy. Tracy was more angry and more like. Can you go with me to go get that drywall roll? Yeah. Tracy was more like commanding that because she acted like a dude. So, I mean, she had that like masculinity thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get that there's women out there who like to control the sex more than I get that.
Oh,
or not even just the sex though, but also
it's just overall everything.
Yeah.
They want what they want because they're selfish. That's one thing my ex was, and then she would say, "Well, I am selfish." Then why you gotta be selfish for? It's like
exactly.
It's like a relationship's supposed to be a balance between two people. So if you're worried about a guy marrying you, that was basically what she was with me. Like she wanted me to like start like getting to that point to agreeing with marriage before it even happened. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like,
it's supposed to be
like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not even thinking about marriage. Me and you just hang out in that. We just started a relationship. I'm worried about financials, not fucking marriage. You want to worry about marriage because you want to take money from me like you took it from your fucking ex. That's all it was. Your ex didn't have shit, so you ended up didn't taking nothing. I don't know. It's stupid ass shit.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
Blowjobs?
No, I'm
changing
said something, but
no, yeah, I was changing my shirt. I put off my mic and I have to change my shirt. Gotta check myself out a little bit, Ooh. The arms are getting jacked as fuck. You gonna lie.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
My younger brother has been he has all the height. He's 6 foot something, but I know he's been. Yeah.
Short. You
Um.
short ass. I'm
I
only
know.
5'3", and I'm not 5'6".
No, but look, what do you call it? I think he's been doing for some years now calisthenics or something like that, from what
You.
I remember.
So he's basically
Yeah.
trying to get into yeah, I know what you're talking about. The
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
CrossFit thing.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, it's basically what calisthenics is. It's a lower form of CrossFit.
Okay.
Yeah, basically you do a bunch of bullshit exercises. You don't have to do them right.
Uh,
But go on.
yeah, so no, it's just you just when you were talking about your shirt and yourself, it just reminded me of that. He showed me a picture of himself. When I was next to him on his phone, he posed at the mirror or something. People take those shots of themselves when they're posing at the mirror, and
Yeah.
yeah, he's a lot of what do you call it? He has a lot of detail on his the picture was highlighting his biceps and triceps, so a lot of detail. So he's been doing a good job, whatever he's doing.
I mean, it's just simple
So,
exercises. You don't have to exercise super fucking hard to gain muscle. That's one of the things people lie
no, I
about.
get it.
Like
Yeah,
I
I get
went through
that.
muscle pain fucking last night, or just when I was
Mm.
sleeping that today. It was bad. My back was aching really bad. My pecs were aching really bad.
Oh wow.
Like
Yeah.
it was bad, like sharp pains and that. And I'm just sitting there like, oh wow, this shit's like all over the place and that. And I keep
Mm.
forgetting. It's like, yeah, I do trucking night all the time. At least 2 days a week, I'm lifting, 50 so pounds, like multiple times and that. And I always got to use my legs, use my back and that. And I started drinking amino acids now because I kind of
Oh
switched my
wow.
supplements over, and it hit me like a
Yeah.
fucking brick. I mean, it hit me hard as fuck. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, I'm sore. I
uh.
I keep forgetting about recovery. I can work out really fucking hard, but I always forget about my recovery. I don't know what it is, but like I have to keep track of that shit because like I'm not gonna grow
Mm.
unless I keep track of recovery.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, because the thing is another reason is it's important that he's in that shape now because even though he's 6 foot, 6 foot one of them, he still he had to work on himself because he was 300 and something pounds and only 6 foot something. Isn't it's not
Uh,
really a good a
that's
healthy I guess.
oh, he's probably like really emotional on that. He was dealing with all that motion bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well I gotta
So
get going now. I gotta do some stuff really quick. I'll be back on.
okay, yeah. It I'm I have work tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna be asleep before 11 or 11:15. But
That's fine.
um,
Okay.
yeah. But if
Yeah,
anything, I'll be on tomorrow.
I'll just give you a text message when I get home with that. If it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
See ya.
All right. See ya. Alright. Well, I'll see you, Cody, even though you can't hear me. Play tomorrow. See you. Have a good night.
Nice work. Lock it up.
Yes, ma'am.